Ooh, good morning, Ramily. We are back again with another episode of Tuna and the Sheriff. I am one half of the show, Tuna, my co-patriot, my co-pilot, my ride or die, my big cheese. Sheriff Joe Bags is joining us right here. It is a beautiful 62 degrees right here in Los Angeles. What kind of weather you got over there in Colorado, Mr.
Let's
Sheriff?
uh let's pop it up here. Let's see what we're dealing with. It is
As a
46 degrees right now. We got a high though of 67 today. We didn't have a real winter. I don't know what happens. This is not normal. Usually right now we're dealing with like a high of 12. So yeah, it's kind of interesting
there
actually.
we go.
One of the
Hey,
lightest
well,
winter I've ever experienced living in Colorado.
you know why, man? It's because some of these rookies at the combine are heating shit up, bro.
They're
You're
just so
feeling that
hot.
heat coming all the way from Indiana. You're feeling that temperature.
I
And
can feel it.
one of those guys, man, Sonny Styles. I don't know if you've been watching this dude. Did you pay attention to it yesterday?
No, I did not. It was a very busy day for me yesterday.
All
During the
right.
week is always
So
hard. This weekend I'll dive further in.
I feel you. So I know it's all underwear Olympics, but you do got to point out how freakishly athletic some of these guys have been. Um, it Sonny Styles, like if people already knew just on the field, like he's a first guy off the bus kind of guy already. His athletic score is a perfect 100. Like he's as big as Calvin Johnson. Yeah, here's the by the numbers. Kyle Hamilton didn't like being compared to him either. They frame mogged him pretty hard. Ran a 4.46, 1.56 10-yard split. His vertical was higher than most NBA players, and he's a 6'5", like 240 something pound linebacker. And I mean that's scary. There's some team that's going to have this freak of an athlete on defense this coming year. So just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, based on just what you're saying here, it kind of does seem like he would be at least a schematic fit with the Rams. But that's one of those positions though where it's like, I mean, we use guys that kind of fly around in that sense that can kind of how is he in coverage? Like how is he like backing out into like covering deep?
Does everything pretty well. He's a former safety, which is crazy. He is a former
What it sounds
DB.
like, yeah.
Yeah, and he decided to put on weight and step down into the box a little bit more because he already kind of was one of those like playing the box kind of guys, like a hybrid. Like a, I hate the fact that we're using his name over and over, but an Emin Worry, like the Seahawks, you how they use him, very similar. You have a big body, fast guy who's a freak athlete, like LeBron James, if you will. Is he is he a true point forward? Is he a small forward? Oh well, he's everything. You just put him on defense and let him go play. Um, so he's got coverage skills. And after the first round, there's a pretty significant drop off, I'd say, at linebacker. It This guy's a top 10 pick. You may, if the Rams want him, they might have to trade up into the top 10 to get him. It's not out of the realm of realistic. I think a lot of Rams fans don't think it will happen or they'll ever go get just the athletic freak. I think the Rams will buck some trends this offseason. We could talk about it.
Well, I'm kind of curious to see what the Rams do as far as the draft strategy goes, because if you know a player like Sonny Styles is a guy that you think can help you win this season, I do think it's a realistic possibility. But if it's somebody that I think like if we're looking at position groups or whatever that are potentially guys who are going to be sitting on the bench for a year, I don't think that we're going to be as willing to go for those guys this season as we maybe would in other years, simply because it really does feel like an all-in year for the Rams. I mean, Super Bowl's back at home. You don't know how many years you're going to get with Devontae and Matthew Stafford left. I mean, the conversations around McVay, who's only 40 years old and already a Hall of Famer. I mean, the conversations
Yeah.
around him have been, how long is he going to coach before he decides to go off into something else? And we know that his motivations have been up and down. He's into it right now, but that can change. You know what I mean? What if he does win another Super Bowl and then has that Aaron Donald vibe to him, where he's like, I feel good, man. I feel I've done it. Like I'm good to go. So, my point in saying all that is that I think that the Rams are going to make a lot of moves this season specifically to win this season specifically. I think that we're going to be a little bit more Let's just make the best team we possibly can for 2026, and not to ignore 2027 and on. But I do think that the worth and the value that's put into those future years is going to be shifted a little bit more into, let's just go win a friggin' Super Bowl this year. We've been close the last 2 years, losing games to the eventual winners in their only close games of the playoff run. And I think that that's kind of just the mindset that the Rams will go in this year. So if that, is a guy that any player, if they think that it's a guy that can help them win football games this season, I think that trading up is realistic. Other than that, I'm not sure I see that happening. I do think that the Rams could, if they feel good enough about their roster, try to recoup another one for the 2027 draft when a rebuild feels like it may potentially actually be happening.
I couldn't have said it any better myself, to be honest. I really do think that there's enough smoke. There's no fire yet because obviously we got to see the offseason moves start to roll in.
Yeah.
But I think based on what you're seeing from just the coaching staff alone, that's why they're on a page. This is as close as, I don't want to use the word cleaning house, but there is an injection of a lot of new blood into this coaching staff for this offseason. And I don't even have former players Bobby Trees and Brian Allen up here either, which is always good to get new, like most recent player perspective in some of your assistant rooms because they know what players are thinking right now. There's no guessing. There's no drop off from like, oh yeah, I played 15 years ago. Things have changed, and I paid attention to players. It's different when you're getting it directly from somebody who's been in pads just yesterday.
Yeah.
Kingsbury, I have a lot of strong feelings about that. Shieldhouse is young, unproven, but was a big proponent for 13 personnel. We talked about it Wednesday. Mike Hunter, and then Bubba Ventrone. Let's see what he rolls in. But I think the Mike Hunter addition too, coming from Ohio State, I think there's too much attention put on like, oh well, he comes from this school, so he wants his guys. It's not really just about that, but it is about what he's bringing from Ohio State. Stuff from the day to day, how they coach certain techniques, how do they get their DBs playing at a high level? Like what is something they do on a Tuesday that the Rams can do on a Tuesday? It's just little things like that. I think is a huge injection of new blood. And it's a little bit different from what we've seen in past years, at least to this quantity. And I think that's enough smoke to say, yes, they might go just get best player available, like you said, rather than drafts like 2022 and 23, where it's like, you really got to hit these deep draft, these core guys, these older guys, these potential leaders, the Kobe Turners, the Byron Youngs, guys like Quentin Lakes, guys who can like be your depth and your core. Everything's there. Like you said, Stafford's there, Adams there. We thought the time was last season. I mean, it feels, yeah, it's now or never. Like we're getting closer to never than anything. Yeah, I firmly believe it's players, not plays. They've got the scheme, they've got the team, and the fucking goddamn dream. Like, just you need an X factor. Sometimes when your scheme is only doing okay, and you need one play. Like I commented at somebody earlier. The past 5 Super Bowl winners have had one player that just said, "I'm better than you," and made a play to help win a game. Aaron Donald is included. Aaron Donald, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Carter, Chris Jones. Like, fuck the scheme. I'm better than you. I'm going to make a play, and my team is going to win because of it. I think the Rams could do that this offseason. Long rant over.
Yeah, no, I agree though. You mentioned something there about Mike Hunter of just coming from college and stuff like that, and that's certainly, I mean, obviously a real thing. But one thing that that kind of caught my attention when a couple years ago when Harbaugh went over to the Chargers from Michigan was that he was talking about, he's like, sure, I know those guys real well. He's like, but I also game planned against a lot of guys this year. And so my perspective on that for Mike Hunter is like, he could come into the room and be like, yo, this wide receiver no one's talking about, but he gave me fits all week long trying to prepare for him. Like, or trying to in-game adjust to his style was damn near impossible. This kid's great. Like, so you also, you know your own room, but you're also prepping against guys all year, and you got a good perspective on the opposing teams as well that you played, that you prepped against all year. So it's not just your own team that you're like, oh yeah, I feel good about this guy. This guy's good, whatever. It can also be those opponents, and then also other positions in that team. Obviously, you can be like, yeah, man, this wide receiver just smoked us every day in practice, but no one's talking about him. He's projected 5th round, but that kid's insane. And then obviously, and we'll dive into further stuff as the offseason creeps into draft time, but scheme fits and stuff like that in attitude fits are so critical, especially when you're looking at a team like the Rams. I mean, Sean McVay hammers that all the time. Great people make great players. So that's another thing that I'm kind of looking at. It's like, I know a lot of people look at the numbers and they want tape and they want combine stats and stuff like that. It's like, give me interviews, give me that kind of stuff when I feel like I learn the most about players anyway.
That's usually my draft philosophy. Like when I'm looking at even building your favorite thing in the world, mock drafts. Like, sure, there's a little bit of a scheme fit. I think there's multiple things that can be true. Like you don't want just a guy who is, yeah, maybe he's slow as hell, but oh boy, he fits the scheme perfectly. He looks just like Puka, or he looks just like Jared Verse. There's multiple things that are always true at once, and you just gotta like look at the tape. Like I don't really care. Like I posted Puka's weaknesses according to NFL.com when he was coming into the draft, and you look at all those things like, oh, he plays too high, he'll be no contact balance, he can't get away from man coverage. It's like, looks like those things aren't necessarily true, or hear me out. It sounds like he got better since his last season playing in college. Put on the tape. Is he good at football? Like, just ignore everything else.
That's what I say.
Is he good at football? Like, that's it.
It is. That's why I've said that to you a billion times. I'm glad that you're on that train now, man. And yeah, it's like you can do that with Aaron Donald.
Now
You know damn well what I'm talking about, Tuna. Okay. But you can do that with Aaron Donald as well, of like going through his weaknesses, and you're like, oh, those turned out to be strengths. It's like everybody was talking about his size, and it's like, oh, that means he was just getting under offensive linemen and plowing them back.
Yeah.
So it's like that actually was a strength. Yeah, and then also you're right. People can get better. They can also get worse. In fairness, I think that we've seen some players get worse over time, and like from one year to another, you're like, man, I liked this dude a lot, and now he's kind of a bummer. Like that happens, man. Like I would say I'll give you a name because I don't want to just leave that just loose. I'll give you the name. Jordan Fuller is a guy that I think got worse as his last year with the Rams. It was like, this is not the same guy, man. Like he's not reading it the same way. He's not reacting the same way. Like he was better. He got worse over time. And I think he's a free agent now. So I think that kind of stands true. And yeah, we have the Troy Reader can only get better. And he is. He's the best player on our team. So show some damn respect, Moody.
It's hard to it's hard to argue with that. Troy Reader is the best. That's something I try to remind myself every single week when we're getting frustrated with a player or
WWTRD.
What would Troy Reader do? No, I don't try to remind myself that.
Can we get that on a shirt? I want it so bad.
If we get that alert,
okay,
Troy Reader signs 1 year, $1.5 million extension with the Rams. We will make a WWTRT shirt. No, I try to remind myself that players either in coaches, everyone either gets better or they get worse. No one stays the same. You get people that get pissed about Emmanuel Forbes' performance down the stretch. Okay, let's see what he does. He's going to get better or he's going to get worse. Which one is it? We'll find out come August, come September. But getting back to the draft stuff and tendencies, all that being said, it's a fun off season because I have not seen one even fan mock draft, fan tweet where it's like, oh, what if the Rams do this? Hell, I posted, what if the Rams go get Jeremiah Love? Like, just ignore all needs. If you watch the tape on somebody who's just like the best at his position,
it's going to ruin your and everybody else's life. Chiefs are in a perfect position to get Love, and that's going to ruin everybody's life.
Oh, so, yeah. There's I didn't say realistic to like happen just without trading up, but there's enough ammunition they can go do. They can move up to like 3 or 4 if they wanted to. Like they could make it happen. That being said, getting back to what we're talking about of getting best player available, sometimes like if that is an edge rusher, it isn't necessarily just ignoring the future either. because I do think there is some questions to be had about just the pass rush in general. We all love um, the entire group. Everyone has emotional attachments as fans to Byron Young, Jared Verse, Puna Ford, the whole lot of them. Numbers though, and performance. Like if we're just getting down to brass tacks, you're going to have to pay a lot of these guys: Puka, Kobe, Byron Young. Who is going to get priority, and what are they going to get? Byron Young has new agency as of last year. They're going to push really hard. Just looking at some of the numbers on the average per year, for him to be top 10,
Yeah.
he has to make at least 26 million a year to be top 10. Very rarely do I think an edge rusher that thinks he has like A1 capability are they negotiating for like, "Oh, I'm okay with being the 23rd highest paid. I'm not worried about it." So what
Well,
approach do they take? Do they want to reset a market? I think it really depends. Like that. I mean, it's going to be a hefty number no matter what.
yeah, well, and I think that that's the thing too is we gotta. I'm not sure what Byron's motivations are. Knowing
Yeah.
his history and his story, I'm not gonna say that it's not money for sure, but it's at least possible that it's not. That he could be willing to take a number just because he wants to stay a Ram. Or who knows? Maybe I'm misinterpreting his attitude there, and it's because of his story he's going to want every single dime he can get. You know what I mean? Like that's also possible. And none of those are bad options. I mean, that's I think it's funny when people like trash players for wanting the high dollar, and it's like, first of all, we are the Rams fans. Like it's like these
Yeah.
guys weren't right. It's like this isn't their necessarily being in the NFL and stuff like that. It's like, but they have no loyalty to the Rams specifically. They have loyalty to themselves, and reasonably so. When they're here, hell yeah. That's why I always say that players kind of go the Rams are forever, because it's like also they kind of feel like that mindset too most of the time. It's like, yeah, whatever team is willing to pay me, I'll play some football for you guys. Like, hell yeah. So.
Yeah.
But Byron Young, like not knowing his motivations, that's a major factor there. But you're absolutely right that if the Rams are in a spot where there is a really good edge rusher on the board at 13 and you feel like he can make your football team better, hell yeah, do it, man. Let's get some more rotations in there. Keep these guys fresh all game long, and don't put yourself in a situation with a Byron Young contract that is going to absolutely screw you when it comes time to pay Jared Verse. That's my
It
biggest
is.
concern.
No, absolutely. It is because it's not just him. Like the priority, the way I see it, I was playing with that website. It tells you the list of everyone that is on their final year. Puka obviously is going to take priority because that one, it feels like the longer you wait into the season, like add a 500,000 for every catch to that contract. If you're thinking it's going to be, hey, maybe we could sneak him in at like 38 and convince him hometown discount type thing. Cool. Every touchdown he gets, add 1 million per year.
I
Like
would
the longer you wait, the more it's going to go up.
I do feel comfortable with a Puka contract, considering just and I don't think it's anything crazy. It's nothing that's concerning me. Rams fans are concerned about Puka Nakua eating a cheeseburger. It's like, I think that's all like that, but it's I say that it's certainly possible that it's fairly incentive laden, his contract.
Incentive led, and he is a 24-year-old. There was really only one or two things that I
Just
had a
bought a
problem with, but
sick new Supra. I think it's badass.
the latest stuff of him being out and about during the off season, I don't
Yeah.
care. Like
I mean,
I don't care at all. But no, it's just something to monitor. Like I said, he takes priority. I would say Kobe Turner takes priority.
yes.
Someone like Steve Avila might take priority. Kevin Dotson restructure might take priority. Because Byron Young, what if this could go multiple ways. We could be 6 weeks into the season and he got a sack every single week. Now
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
Mhm.
Or he could be getting flash outpaced by Josiah Stewart. When Josiah Stewart comes in for rotation, what if he's getting the sacks per game and Byron Young isn't?
Yeah,
What if
absolutely. Well,
what if you draft the Ruben Bain and he's outperforming everybody? And you're
yeah.
like, oh shit, what do we do? Do we just ride it out? There's a lot of problems and good problems that can come from it depending on how they attack the offseason. But it's I mean, it could be a $30+ million a year decision with
Yeah.
him. So just something to be mindful of.
What's fun too, though, man, is that like the situation that the Rams are in with with just all of their roster situations right now. Hilarious logo, by the way. I love that.
Shout out to Corn Doggy.
Yeah, it's incredible. But what's good about this too is the Rams roster situation is like we have guys from this draft class that maybe didn't explode or really pop at all and like in certain situations, sure, but it's like we've got Terrence Ferguson, Kanata Mumfield, and who I would
Yeah.
consider Ty Hamilton as well as like guys who it's like this might be a year where they
Jarquez Hunter.
Jarquez Hunter for sure. Like these are all guys where it's like we could feel like we get 2 draft classes this year, considering we didn't really use many guys last year out of our rookie class. They definitely had their times and stuff like that, but Josiah Stewart, so him getting in rotation, like what if he got that spark in his rookie season and now he's just going to be absolutely on fire coming into year 2? And what if he's our best pass rusher? You know what I mean? Like that can happen. That could be a real thing. What if Jarquez Hunter comes in and is just so shifty, so great that it's, like what if Mump comes in and is like, oh, he's obviously our 3. No doubt about it. You have to have him as your 3. Everybody else gets shifted down a slot, So we also got that plus that positive on our roster right now that there is just, I mean, we're wealthy right now, and what the good part about that is having 2 first round picks, having a buttload of cash to spend right now too. It's like I feel like we're in such a good spot right now. This is like to not go all in on this season, I feel like would feel a little bit ridiculous, honestly.
It is really funny. Like it's kind of unfair because you look at the top teams that have like capital, like cap space. Rams are like top 10, top 30, whatever it is. When it comes not just to top, we have 2 first round picks, but then also there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 10 total picks.
Yeah.
Like that's the one is a top 15 pick. It's literally insane. The rich get richer in this sense. And again, just to solidify my point earlier, like you're talking about, the depth is there, everything's there. Just get best player available, and like I don't think the Rams could do wrong, whether it's a linebacker, edge rusher, like anybody at all. I don't think that's a problem.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about that.
Modib is he's blink twice if you need help, Tuna. If you're
Me? What?
It's like
Yeah. So we're not in our studio. So we're over at my girlfriend's. They're moving to a different place. So
nice.
That's why we're in a new location.
It's like on socks.
Everybody, why is everybody? Oh my god!
Traumatizing, man. Oh man, that's hilarious. By the way, but yeah, okay. So yeah, I feel like I don't know, man. That's kind of funny. We're in like this spot where we're just gonna sound like homers until at least football starts again. Like we're just in such a spot where it's like we love our coaching staff, we love our roster today, and also we haven't done free agency in the draft yet. So it's like we feel like it's only gonna get better. It's like we're just gonna sit here and be like, damn, dude, we're just the best. It's so weird being the best all the time. It's crazy.
Yeah, and it's I would say before we hit the weekend, because there's going to be a million posts about this wide receiver ran a 4.3.
Yeah.
It's super fun. Like the combine is just validating things that you may already know. Sunny Style, we already knew he was a freaking freak athlete, but now you have the measurables officially. Like we all watched him run, we all watched him jump. You're like, okay, cool. Like we're validated. Like there's not really surprises. Like, even if there is one, it's a difference between like, oh, he ran a 4.3 instead of a 4.4. Okay, again, is he good at football?
Yeah.
How many times have we seen a guy run straight line speed or, God, who was the guy? John Ross. John Ross.
Oh, that's a good pull. Good pull.
John Ross ran the 4.29. What is it? 4.28.
Something
But
like that.
and it made sense because I think that was an AJ Green team as well, or was that? Yeah, it was an AJ Green team, right? Was Andy Dalton, I believe. So you would think like, oh yeah, just plug him in. It reminds me a lot of like the Rams. So like you get your wide receiver 1 and 2, just go get a fast guy and just throw it downfield. It's easy. Yeah. Not really. Put on the tape. Is he good at football? Let's not change our mind on a guy just because he runs really, really fast in the underwear Olympics. But
Well,
it's
let's
just,
also not forget that Puka Nakua ran one of the slowest 40s in
yeah,
history, and then he's putting up some of the fastest speeds in the league when he's got the ball in his hand. And
yeah.
we see evidence of that all the time. That like Cooper was one of those as well, ran a slow 40, but on field he's fast as hell. Matthew Stafford, when he's got a football in his hands, looks like he's running insane. But when he's celebrating, 40 miles an hour down the
He
field.
is Michael. He's what do they call Daniel Jones? He is Vanilla Vic when
Yeah,
he's celebrating down the field.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, and then Matthew Stafford, when he's celebrating, he's just the Usain Bolt of the NFL, just absolutely
Stop
hauling
it.
ass down the field, man. That's unbelievable. I need the next gen stats on that, on how fast Stafford was running down the field on that 2-2 touchdown,
We
and
let
compared to him actually running with the ball. I need that.
Okay, let's right when we end the show, let's actually send a tweet at JB and ask him that. There's like if anyone can uncover that for us
Yeah.
ASAP, it's JB. So we'll hit him with that. Um, but no, what I will say before the weekend though, because I'll be doing I just put out a mock draft last night. It was a lot of fun. I usually don't do trades in them for people that like pay attention to it because they're so random and you don't know the GM's relationships with one another and like how they turn out. So I just don't even bother with them. Um, I'm I would say like I'm better used watching film on I'd say like wide receivers, DBs, and quarterbacks. All the other positions I'm okay at. Like I'm not really good at knowing technique and how to watch their film and be like, oh, this is what he does well. It's a little rougher for me. Um, I'll have a bunch of guys that I consider my guys that are like deep draft gems. Like one I'm watching right now is Cyrus Allen out of Cincinnati. I think his only knock is he needs to be more dedicated to blocking, which is a huge Rams, flag. But above all else, you watch guys like Cyrus out and you're like, oh shit, that might be like the future best deep threat in the league. And that's always fun for me. So I'll have a bunch of stuff out this weekend about like guys I'm watching that I'm excited to watch. One that you might like that I think you should look up. Here, actually, let me put up I'll pull this up right now. Caden Wheatgen. Have you heard the name before?
No.
Oh man, you want to see a white guy run the football. My God. Where's my Canva? There we go.
Man.
Caden Wheatgen. This guy right here, wide receiver out of Iowa. Technically plays wide receiver, but he is a special teams specialist. Like he is a return specialist. And just type in his name on YouTube. There's a 15-minute clip of just his special teams plays from 2025.
Nice.
He is an absolute missile once he gets the ball like fielded to him. It's very impressive. He's a lot of fun to watch. That's one guy that you watch the film, like he may not have measurables. He may run a 4.6, but then you put on the film and you're like, he's faster than everyone on the field, and he plays in the Big Ten. So
Yeah.
that's kind of an example of what we've been talking about of the underwear Olympics and film.
Is top tier comment. Is the white Cooper DeJean. Amazing. Yeah, here's my
Put that back up.
here's my other
What's that?
Asmoody.
Of course it was Mood, dude.
Yeah.
That might go on a shirt.
That's a good one, man. But also, yeah, another reminder for you that it doesn't matter where somebody is drafted number wise. That does not directly translate into people
Doesn't
being
matter.
good or bad at football. I use the Rams draft example of even we took Greg Robinson over Aaron Donald. Okay, so I mean it can happen. All right, and I would say too, it's like there's a reason that not every. Just because you pick high doesn't mean much. I mean, just ask the Raiders, Jets, Cardinals, all these teams that are top 5 seemingly every year, and it's not working out.
Mhm.
So that's my little tag there to say that at 13, yeah, we can get somebody who's really awesome. Also in the 5th round, we can get somebody who's really awesome. We actually have quite a history of that. So
Yeah, no, exactly.
Knowledge.
Gonna say it better myself. How are we going out today?
Troy Reader top. top 20 plays of his career.
And we're done. And that's all we've got. We listed them all. That's it. No.
Gary, if you're still here, by the way, I did get your message. So we've
he
got.
messaged me back. I DM'd him on Instagram.
He messaged me back. I got his address, so like that, so we can get that shirt off, and we'll do another giveaway at some point.
Yeah. I got one for us to list. I got a fun one.
Okay, what you got?
We can do fictional football character draft.
Hell
Think
yeah!
of all the fictional football figures.
All right, I got my
Who's
first
your number one. Who's your number one overall pick?
Booby Miles. Give me a running back, dude.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're dumb. You're the dumbest boy in school. Dumbest boy in school.
You're getting a water boy
out of Mississippi.
Forrest Gump.
The Tunas select linebacker Robert Boucher. Get him, Bobby. Yeah,
that's
come
solid.
on.
But also,
that guy's a freak. Boomer bust. That guy's a freak.
Not real though. It's not real. Give me Shane Falco.
Ooh, going with the safe pocket passer. See, we like spice in our team, man. I want a leader and I want mobility. Give me Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Oh, damn, that's a good one, man. That's a good one. You know what, man? You can never have too many running backs. Give me Willie Weathers.